Right, this is Omagba Metala. I'm gonna quickly talk about Orisun. What is Orisun? Orisun is where Ori is the cosmic head. Sun is like where everything came from. So when Yoruba people talk about your Orisun, it means your origin. Your origin, you know, your origin. That's your Orisun. You know, where the sun rise. You know. Excuse me, man. It's a little bit, the temperature is dropping now. So yeah, so that's Orisun. Orisun is a very powerful thing in Yoruba traditional Yoruba society. You know, they always emphasize on don't forget on your Orisun. You know, they always say that, you know, we shouldn't forget our Orisun. Orisun is our culture. Orisun is our history. Orisun is our legacy. Orisun can be applied to anything because Orisun is a point of reference. Orisun is the 0 point. Yeah. When you're talking about origin, you're talking about your 0 point, where you came from. You know, Orisun is the spirit word, our source. You know, our source of existence. So that's the spirit word, where we will return to when we finish our soul purpose. That's the Orisun. So Orisun is a thing that the Yoruba people have much love for, and that's understandably so, because we can't forget our source of origin. On a physical form, they always talk about women and men being our Orisun, like the mothers and fathers. So when you relate that to children, they always tell the children not to forget their Orisun, where they come from. It means that they say they should respect their mothers and their fathers. Yeah, and the fathers and always acknowledge the presence of their children as well, because in Yoruba life science, they always talk about things like the proverb goes, "Ọmọdé gbọ́n, àgbà gbọ́n la fi dá ilé Ifẹ̀ sílẹ̀." It means the word is created with the inner sense or intuition of children combined with the wisdom of the elders. That's what creates a balanced society. So Orisun is always the key. So we shouldn't forget our Orisun. Once you know your Orisun and you're in tune with your Orisun, Orisun is nature. When you're returning back to nature, Orisun, you're returning back to nature. Sorry, yeah. When you're returning back to nature, you're returning back to Orisun. When you're returning back to self, you're returning back to your Orisun. When you're returning back to Orisun, you're returning back to the ancestral within. You know, you're returning back to your internal Orishas, the one that always been there. You know, maybe we just stray away. You know, we stray away. But when you start remembering your Orisun, it's like now you're remembering yourself. It's like you've been dismembered, now you're trying to remember, you're trying to put things back together. So that's our Orisun. It's very central to Yoruba existence. Well, people in general, you know, people can call them different names. Some people will say origin, some people will say the source, some people will say, Yoruba people will say Orisun. You see, but they all make connection. The sun aspect sounds like the sun, you know, and people always say that the sun sunlight being our source of origin as well, based on the fact that we ingest sunlight to sustain us on this physical plane, and that's just a fact. We ingest other things as well, but sun is very important. It's very crucial to our existence. You know, I'm not sure what we're gonna do without the sunlight, and I see the way I see from my own observation. I see the way people behave when there's no sunlight, when there's no sunshine, or when the sunshine just being somewhere else, or maybe there's not a lot of sunshine. I see the kind of behavioral patterns I observe in people, the mood, everything change. So when the sun is there now, everything changes. Where the mood, things are more like more groovy, if you like. People feel and appear more happier, you know, or more balanced, if you like. So we shouldn't forget about our Orisun, where we came from, where everybody came from. We must recognize that even if we've been of different shades of color, that the primordial aspect has to be recognized where everybody came from. That's the Orisun again, you know. So so Orisun is our mystery, you know, the word of the unknown that sometimes really scares us because we don't really want to go there, you know. But we mustn't forget our Orisun. So Orisun is very key to Yoruba life science. Yeah, they always talk about it. Do never forget your Orisun. And all Orishas, yeah, is connected to this word Orisun, you know, Orisun, you know, like like you're talking about water, where if you're trying to trace the origin of water, you start looking and say, oh, that's the Orisun of that water. What you're saying there is that you're saying that water actually starts from there. Maybe not, you know, because maybe what you perceive as where the water starts from, maybe it's not the place, but that actually gives you something to work with, you know, if you want to do all this quantitative aspect of things, trying to measure things and on a physical level, you know, because on energy level you can't measure things of a spiritual nature. It can't be. But on a physical level you can measure things, you know. On the spiritual nature, then that's almost impossible. So yeah, that's just a quick video about Orisun. Never forget your Orisun. Appreciate who you are. When you appreciate who you are, you're actually in tune with your Orisun. Remember trying to find out your life purpose, why you here. That's for recognizing your Orisun. Embracing the internal Orishas within you is part of recognizing your Orisun. You know, coming back to nature, returning back to self. You know, I'm keeping things to basic, like I had a video based on going back to basic or keeping the basic, keep things simple. That's part of the Orisun, you know. You know, it doesn't matter how big something appears to us, they always have the source of origin, you know. So that's the source of origin. That's what the Yoruba people call Orisun. Yeah, this is Magba Metala. Right? Just a quick talk on Orisun. So I share.